Karis Murray's partners going around in the first race for Dennership, a horse that you've had a terrific association with, all of his 4 wins, a couple of minor placings. Towards the end of last season, was he starting to find some form again?
Yeah, you could say that. Of course, he done very well before. Then of course he went up the weight, and towards the end of last season, he felt that he was coming back to a right weight, and he was starting to run very well. So it's interesting for an old horse like him to get the form back. So looking forward to riding him again.
He was tried over 2,000 metres last time out, but back to 1,800 metres looks more suitable, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course. He enjoyed the Valley. He's performed very well at the Valley before. So 1,800, not a big field, and I think he should have his chance.
What about his recent trial on the all-weather? It was a wet morning. Were you happy with him, how he ran on at the end?
Yeah, he's not an impressive horse in the morning. He just do what makes him feel comfortable. But I was pretty happy with him. He's in good shape. Like I said, the stable is flying too. So I'm hoping he goes and performs to his best.
It looks on paper a race devoid of any sort of leader or speed, and it's a small field. How much of a concern is that as a jockey in these sorts of races? What do you have to be mindful of?
These races are very funny races. They run always funny races. There's always different tactic in the race. You will find some, when the pace is slow, there's a few that will take off early. But I'm not too worried about that. I know this horse, he's not a horse that could do things like that. He likes to be comfortable and finish strongly. So it's going to be something that we'll keep in mind, what's going to happen around me. But like I said, he knows they're very pretty well, this horse.
Francis Party Warrior, a horse that's progressive in all 3 of his runs. What have you made of them so far?
Look at how he ran. He seems an honest horse, but last time he's just a little bit unlucky. He's squeezed by the other horse. And, he holds his form and he's improving. I think he also is still learning, but this time I think he still have a good chance.
He's been a little bit slow out, I guess, in all 3 of his runs. Is there anything that you've been able to do to rectify his gate speed?
I've been discussed with Winston. Early of the season, we put him in the barrier trial. He's quite keen, and he jumped out fast and is big keen. But maybe in race is different because the pacing is totally different. I hope maybe the experience bring him fast a little bit.
You've kept him at 1,000 metres so far. Have you been tempted at all to stick him over 1,200 the way he's been running on?
Step up a distance, but at the moment just stick on the 1,000 metres race.
How was his final gallop on Monday morning?
He's good. We're happy on his form.
Your stable stars, Golden 60, Glorious Dragon. How is Golden 60 coming along, and when are we likely to see him?
He also okay. We just progress it because we plan to start him on November's race, just step by step.
And what about Glorious Dragon? He trialled on the turf the other day. When's he likely to kick his season off?
Yeah, he also tried well the other day. I feel surprised. He tried so well, and I think we plan to run him next month, the 1,600 race.
Richard, Heart Conquered nearly got across the line the other week at Happy Valley, pretty much in front everywhere bar the post, but what did you make of his run the other day?
Yeah, obviously a very encouraging first run. This horse hasn't won any races really in his career, never mind Hong Kong. I don't think he even won in Australia, but he's terrifically consistent. But he just struggles to get over the line with his nose in front.
Yeah, 6 placings from his 16-odd starts here. Is he, I guess, been a little bit frustrating?
No, well, he was kind of very similar career to what he was like in Australia, but pretty identical. And now he's off the right weight. He's performing well.
It looked to be a little bit of alternate speed in the race. He's drawn in gate number 8. Do you look to be handy again with Harmony and Blessed?
Look, it's pretty rare in Hong Kong. I haven't got the stats in front of me, but Tony's ridden him the last of 6-7 times, I think. He rides the horse very well. He jumps very well with Tony, and I'm sure we'll see the same again on Wednesday.
After his last run, how's his work been? Is he a horse that needs?
It's on that side of things, everything's very straightforward.
Okay, and your first winner on Sunday, courtesy of Cordyceps 6, still wants to do a little bit wrong, but looks a progressive 3-year-old.
Yeah, you're right. He had a good career last year as a Griffin, and he's still learning his trade. And with a bit of luck, we got a bit more improvement in him.
Chris, decisive 12 was a very decisive victory from him last time out. Bolted up. Is that what you were expecting off the back of what was a good trial?
Yes, that's what we think. The horse has got potential, but even the first year he showed his ability. But I told the owner, maybe the horse is just only 3 years old. That's why we have a good result from last season. So I think now it's 5 years old. It's more mature, mentally, physically, it's a lot better. So last time he ran pretty well, and we all happy. All party is happy. Yes.
How's he trained on since then? I noticed he's put on a little bit of body weight. Is he a horse that eats up well?
Yeah, it is up well, put up well. I think it's a good sign for me. I love the horse. After race, still gain on some weight. That's the sign. I love it, and he looks happy. Everything is go right. Healthy horse. Also, we get a good draw tomorrow. Let's see. How he's perform. Because I think it's a big test for him this time. He's carried the top weight. And but lucky. We get a good draw. If the horse is jump. It's still a bit, the horse is jump a bit slow sometimes, But I really hope, he can improve from the start. If he jump better, I think, he's still very competitive.
If he jumps well, would you anticipate wanting to lead again?
Yes,
Yep.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. The way he looks like, he love in front, Even I think, it's happened before. He chased, it's not much turn on foot. Seems like, but you put him in front. I think, he's just quite tough, It's keep going, yeah.
Another 11 pounds, he's at the top of class 3, but he looks a horse that can go on with it.
Seems like, okay, he's a big boy, I think he can carry the weight. But that's what I say, it's a big test for him.
Another winner at the weekend with Entrusted, but a very close second with King of the Court. The team's kicked off really well this season.
I really, I agree with that, all runners is run well. Really hope, all horses healthy, keep going, get a good result.